everyone. Today we are at the Celebrity Connected Gifting Suite with
Jordan Connor.
And this is On the Spot Interviews. Wow, hello. It is so great to finally interview you. How are you?
Good, I'm good, yeah. Just having fun.
Yeah, this event is always so much fun. Is this your first time coming out?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. It's great. Like, everyone's really nice and everyone's having fun, so it's good.
Yeah, and lots of free stuff, which is always great, right?
Yeah, can't say no to free stuff.
So what brings you out to LA more in general in the big picture?
Well, just with everything that's going on with Riverdale, we're on a little break right now, so I just kind of came down. I live in Vancouver, so I kind of came down just to like take some meetings, do some auditions, see what kind of next projects would be good to work on. But yeah, just hanging out and having fun. That's it.
Yeah, and obviously, well, maybe it's not obvious. I don't know. I am obsessed with the show. I think it's incredible. I grew up with Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Cole has been my celebrity crush since I was about 10. So it's obviously it's just a great show. I grew up on the comics. And I know you guys are always hearing about things like people saying like, oh yeah, I grew up on Archie.
Yeah.
But what do you think is the coolest kind of diversion from the comics that has been portrayed on the show?
Oh, I gotta say the serpents for sure. Because I mean, like they only had in Little Archie they had a Southside Serpent gang, but they were like little kids, and the show has really turned the Southside Serpents into like this kind of character of its own, and it's made it this whole other thing that people have kind of fallen in love with, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome as long as people realize it's just a TV show and we shouldn't necessarily follow the lead of a gang, but I think this show does a good job about kind of addressing the issues that gang members face while also showing how people can kind of come out of that and you can be in unity, in unison.
Yeah, and I think it's more of like not so much as like gang life, but like it's like a family of people that maybe came from the wrong side of the tracks, and and how their life is different from people who maybe had a more privileged life or something like that. So it's kind of giving a spectrum of everything, which is really awesome.
It definitely is. I always say Riverdale is on top of it with tackling a lot of social justice issues, with representation of different socioeconomic backgrounds of people from the LGBTQ plus community. So you guys are on top of it. It's you literally, if I had a checklist, everything would be checked off.
They cover it all.
So obviously the finale for season 2 has aired.
Yep.
So we know it's coming back in October. Congrats, by the way. Do you know yet, or can you say if you're going to be back?
I can't say for sure, but I can tell you that like a lot more serpent stuff is going to happen.
Yeah.
So I think we start shooting again in July, but I'll be back for how much? We'll have to see. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that your character gained a lot more speaking lines this past season. It was really great with you and Drew Ray Tanner. It was so great to see that dynamic. So besides the serpents and the people that you're obviously like in scenes with, who do you think you're closest with? Because we don't see you with like the main characters as much.
Oh, Drew, probably. I mean, we kind of came into the show together, and Vanessa. I guess we kind of all came into the show together, and we're all pretty close, and we get to work on a lot of material together, which is great. And so yeah, we're probably like the closest of everybody. Like Serpent families for real.
Yes, it's real, guys. It's not just on the show, which I think is great. I always love hearing fun cast stories. And I always like to wrap up. Well, there's 2 questions I wrap up with, but I haven't asked the one I'm about to in a while. What do you think is something that millennials, specifically like me, like you, should take away from Riverdale? Because I think people of all ages watch it. I mean, my mom watches it. She's not a millennial. What do you think this generation should get out of it that might be a deeper rooted meaning?
I think, like you said, the show deals with a lot of socioeconomic issues, and the show references actually a lot of different films and movies and motifs in like past film and past television. And so I think like that's something, if you really want to dig deep into it, like and get to learn a little bit more about the history of where like some of the references of Riverdale comes from, that's something you can definitely take away from the show. Yeah,
I picked up on a few of them, not all of them, but I picked up on a good amount, I must say.
Nice. Yeah, great. Yeah. That's like the funnest part too, is because like you get references from movies in the script, and you get to watch those movies and learn and see where that came from and stuff like that. So it's great. Yeah.
Oh, I love when it comes full circle. Well, Jordan, thank you so much. I know we're backing up the carpet. Sorry, guys, but it's fun. We had to make this happen. Can you just shout out your social media for us so everyone can make sure to watch your awesome Instagram stories. I love seeing those.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's at the Jordan Connor. Someone took Jordan Connor, so I got it. Yeah.
I like the in front.
Yes, exactly. I'm the one. Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Well, thank you again so much for making this work, and I hope to see you again at the next gifting suite in September, if not at Comic-Con. We'll see.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay.